Good evening and welcome to Banana Slug News. I'm Betsy Sachs.
And I'm Lonnie Jones. Thanks for joining us for the last episode of the Winter 2009 quarter. It's been an eventful 10 weeks and your BSN News team has had the honor of experiencing it with you every step of the way. From peanut butter to hitchhiking to the Gaza conflict. We've covered it all and this week is no exception. So for the last time this quarter, here's what's news. Local organization Barrios Unidos provides mentorship and guidance in order to prevent the youth of Santa Cruz from being involved in violence. Here's Christina Kay with more about this life-changing organization.
Barrios Unidos established the mission to prevent and curtail violence among youth within Santa Cruz County by providing them with life-enhancing alternatives. Over the past 25 years, Barrios Unidos has developed a model that seeks to reclaim and restore the lives of struggling youth while promoting unity amongst families and neighbors through community building efforts.
At the beginning it was at my house in my living room, and then from my living room we moved to a 64 Chevy, to the trunk of a 64 Chevy. So we worked out of a trunk of a car for many years. You know, what we were doing then is doing presentations, street presentations around the beach flats, Watsonville, Hollister area. We'd carry our slide projectors, our paint, our posters, whatever resources we had to be able to share with the young community. And so we just go somewhere, park, put a lot of, a radio and put music on and start showing slides and start talking to young people.
Yeah, our activities are really community-based, family-oriented, and just like really based on social change.
The values that Barrios Unidos strives to instill in its students are cultural identity and tradition, organizational integrity, cultural integrity and respect, justice and community peace, economic self-reliance and empowerment.
And we teach a lot about law, like youth and the law, like what are their rights and stuff like that. We also talk about social justice issues and social change. It's important that we build around a circle of trust, of dignity, of love and respect. Those core values, we instill in them and then bring outward. So that's how we start, by really working on the South. Who are you? Get us to, you know what I mean? Where are you coming from? To give thanks. To be just really like on solid ground with yourself as a person, and as you do that, you can then work onto your family, community, general society. But
the fundamental skills that Barrios Unidos strives to teach its students are leadership and human capital development, community economic development, civic participation and community mobilization, cultural arts and recreational activities, coalition building.
We really promote building a person's spirit, spirituality. See, and a lot of people don't understand spirituality. If you talk about spirituality to the people a long time ago, you know, to the Aztec people, to the Mayans, they ask people, what is that? We know we have to give thanks, because if the harvest doesn't come, the rain doesn't come, we'll die, we'll perish.
Come in and fill out that volunteer application form, and we can place you in a program that not only you could help, but could probably help you.
Today, Barrios Unidos chapters exist in several cities around the country. The success of this organization is a result of years of hard work, perseverance, and determination. This is a prime example of a group of people so passionate about their cause that they would go to any lengths to have their visions of the future realized.
Thanks, Christina. We all know rain can discourage some of us from attending class, but can it cause bad hair days, tree root damage, even sinkholes? Here's Joey Armenta with more.
While long periods of rain here in Santa Cruz can increase the rate of bad hair days on campus, much more serious problems arise when the rain washes away native plant seed banks and students' desires to attend class. I met with Jared Wong, an intern for the Landscape Management Site Stewardship Program, who discussed to me in detail what the rain does to the UCSC landscape and its native plants.
Hi, my name is Jared Wong, and I'm the Landscape Management intern for the Site Stewardship Program here on campus. And today we are having a volunteer day at the meadow, and we are removing some French broom, which is an invasive species, which is taking over our native coastal terrace prairie here on campus at the Great Meadow. And behind me you can see that there's bare eroded soil, which could have been caused from the gradient of the slope or possibly mountain biking trails. And it has, through weathering in the winter here right now in Santa Cruz, it has caused lots of soil erosion, and which is kind of ruining the soil and making it more vulnerable to invasive species. So what we're doing here is trying to cut down the seed bank of the French broom here on campus, and about 8 of us volunteers or maybe 9 are working to remove it with weed wrenches and keeping this native grassland and preserving the habitat of the creatures of our campus. So these are some features of the landscape that are a result of the geologic properties, and what we have is limestone as the dominant rock type here on campus, which allows for water to percolate through it and cause erosion quite readily, and that's why we have karst systems and caves here on campus through the groundwater systems, and eventually the ground gets hollowed out so much that the topsoil just caves in and we're left with these sinkholes.